The FDR Memorial was dedicated in 1997. The memorial is made out of South Dakota red granite, and it cost $46 million to build. The memorial is full of statues. One of the first statues you'll see is of the bread lines of the 1930s. People formed bread lines to be fed. There was a Great Depression in the 1930s, and President Roosevelt helped America through the Depression. He put people to work. He said you had to prime the pump. So by putting people to work, people had money in their pockets. And when they had money in their pockets, they eventually spelt it. President Roosevelt died in 1945 of a cerebral hemorrhage. President Roosevelt served as president longer than anyone in American history. He was elected 4 terms as president. After President Roosevelt, a law was made that a president could only serve 2 terms. There's 21 quotes to go through this memorial. These are some excellent quotes. The quotes are even very prevalent today. And back then, presidents actually wrote some of their own speeches. President Roosevelt was a Democrat. He married Eleanor Roosevelt. Now, Mrs. Roosevelt was the very first lady to hold her own press conferences. Waterfalls are prevalent through this memorial. Water was very important in President Roosevelt's life. He served as Undersecretary of the Navy for 7 years, and he contracted polio at the age of 39, swimming off the coast of Canada. President Roosevelt is seen here with his dog named Fowler, and he was very fond of his dog. His dog was very famous throughout the United States. Now, President Roosevelt, for the most part, was always seen sitting down. Either he was behind a desk or sitting in a chair. Some people did not realize that President Roosevelt had contracted polio and couldn't walk unaided until after his death. President Roosevelt designed his own wheelchair, as you see in this design right here. Now, we hope you get to visit the Franklin Delano Roosevelt Memorial. You will see symbols of his accomplishments throughout this memorial. He started the Tennessee Valley Authority. He started the Civilian Conservation Corps. He also started Social Security in America, which was very controversial at its time. So once again, please visit the Franklin Delano Roosevelt Memorial. It's right next to the Martin Luther King Memorial.